Hey guys, I want to talk about something that really changed my perspective on the world when I first came across it. And I've spoken on here about values previously, but when I first learnt about this concept, I was judging this person in my life who was going out and partying all the time. And at the time I lived on college, and this particular guy was passed out in the morning when he had classes, and I knew that he was quite a smart dude, and I looked at him and I was judging him through my values and thinking this dude's wasting his potential and he's passed out on the couch, and he's wasting his life. And so that was me kind of looking at him and judging him. And the concept that I learnt from my mentor was the values concept, and understanding that this guy, in terms of what's important to him, he actually had a massive following on college, and he was really social, and his thing was socializing, and he had a lot of people that would like go out drinking with him. But through my eyes, he was a failure because he'd be passed out on the couch, he'd miss his classes, and I thought he was quite a smart guy. So looking from his eyes and his value system, he was actually succeeding because he had a very high value on having influence and being social, and he was massively succeeding in that area. From my perspective, I was looking at him and I was thinking this guy's a failure, because from my perspective, I had a very high value on learning and the mental side of things, and the mind and intelligence and this kind of thing. So I would look at him and I would think this guy's a failure. But that's just a label that I'm putting on him. So that realization for me was a massive shift just in terms of how I viewed the world and how I understood people and how people interact and why they do what they do, and their own behaviors and these kind of things. But a massive thing that you can take away from that is that in terms of your values, in terms of what's important to you, you can never fail at what's important to you. You can only fail when you're trying to do something that's important to somebody else that you're trying to succeed in. Say for example, if your parents are saying, hey, you should go and do this. If you're trying to do it and you're failing and you're trying and you're failing, it's a feedback that it's not really your thing. Because if you find something that you really love to do, that's where you've got ambition, and when it gets hard, you keep going, and no matter what, you find a way. So anytime that you fail and you stop, it's just feedback to say, hey, it's not your thing anyway. Anytime you fail and you try again, you know you're on track.